resume. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Ducks will put total under to crank us up. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Going up top on first down. Gets it to the back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
The Buffaloes are on the move. Out of the gun to give to the back. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. The sure hands, it's McGooligan. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down.
I say this, man, in college football you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Throws to the tight end. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on 1st and 2nd down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Got his man to the left.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Keep it on the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bucs!
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. The returner will field it and try to do some business. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The offense lining up for a first down play. Leaves it with the back. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. The Ducks are in the hurry-up. Leaves it with the running back. Makes a man miss.
And on that run, he shows you his speed. When I think Oregon Duck running backs, LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, Jonathan Stewart, I think about guys that are burners, and when they got into the second level, they were gone. That's exactly what this guy is right here.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Gonna run it. It's Murphy. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Here's the handoff. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. And the Ducks have this offense rolling. To the ground with the back. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They give it to him again. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. The toss to the outside. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43. To the air, it's West. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
They wrestle him down after he picks up 6 inside the 20 and down at the 18.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. The give to the back. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. They come to the line 3 yards away from the 1st down marker. They've converted twice on this drive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down. Using his legs, it's Murphy. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give to the back. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
Ball is at the 3-yard line. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone, but they'll need to move forward here on 4th and short. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Deep in enemy territory, ball's at the 3. They can pick up a first down without scoring a touchdown, and here they go on 4th and short. They'll try it on the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ducks!
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And he added the extra point. All tied up, just about set to kick it away. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Wide receivers everywhere on 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
One of the big risks about being in an empty set is that you don't have tight ends or running backs helping you out in pass protection. And that time the quarterback got hit right before he let it go, and that's why that ball fell incomplete.
Pulls it in. It's Manziel. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Colorado.
And the Buffaloes send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. A low line drive and not his best work. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quarterback checking off. Looking to move it through the air. Pressure coming. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Power football with the run. At the 40, there he goes. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Buffaloes will kick it away to start the second half. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think his play caller is right.
Oh, look out. There he goes. Drills him with the stiff arm. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
I think one of the hardest places to move the football in the field is right outside that fringe area. Now the offense gets to skip that area because it was a great job by this running back, making something happen, getting the ball all the way down the field, now set up on first and goal.
Touchdown, Oregon! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he loses the football. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back.
Kick returners usually have to have that home run ability, the ability to take it to the house 100-plus yards. It's also a tough skill because you've got all these guys flying down the field so fast, and sometimes you get a big hit and ball security becomes an issue.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks! The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. USC is down right now, but this lead is not insurmountable. This is a program that's produced Keyshawn Johnson and Lynn Swann, so big playmaking is always a possibility. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Missouri. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Off-play action on first down. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Now, I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Got 5 wideouts spread across the field on 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. And the Buffaloes want to pick up the tempo. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And the Buffaloes are flying down the field. They'll throw it on first down. Feeling some heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. He's got his man. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And I love working the slot receivers, and you see so much of that. It's about matchups, right? I can put a fast guy in that slot, maybe get him matched up on a linebacker or a safety. I like working those guys in those matchups. Favorable for the offense for sure.
That's caught. It's Manziel. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Give to the running back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's West. And the timing just a hair off.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. The give to the tailback. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Hauls it in and looking upfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
After misfiring, it's second down. The play action fake. Dances away. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, he wants it all. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Looking for more room. He's inside the 40. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They're just handing the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No, sir, no mas. Get it together.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Oregon 21, South